The highest request I get on my inbox is teach us Vlookup, teach us Xlookup, teach us Vlookup, teach us Xlookup. It seems those are the only two formulae that you know about. Let me tell you, there are over 7 formulae that can give you the same result as Vlookup and Xlookup. Yes, I mean it. There are over 7 that I know of that can give you the same result. So in this video, I want to teach you 5 of those formulae. I want to restrict it to 5 because the rest 2 are complex. It will make this video to be very, very long. So I want to teach you 5 formulae that will give you the same result as that of Vlookup and Xlookup. So now watch your screen. So we are going to look at Vlookup, Xlookup, index plus match, filter, and index plus S match. So these 5 formulae will give you the same result. Now let's look at how we will do it. In this data set here, we have staff ID, name, department, and salary. We want to use the staff ID to fill in the name, the department, and salary. So first of all, let's try the Vlookup that most of you are used to. Here, you say equal to Vlookup. You can double click on it here. Then what are we looking up for? We want to look up for the staff ID, which is here. Staff ID. Click on it. Then you put a comma. The next argument is what table array do we want to look up this? What table array? So this is the table we want to look up, this entire table. Then you put a comma. Then, what column do we want to return? We want to return the name, department, and salary. So that is column 2, 3, and 4. So you open a curly bracket and say 2, 3, and 4. Then you close the curly bracket. As usual, we put our 0 to signify that we want the exact match. Then close your bracket and press enter. Can you see how we have gotten the name of this staff ID C003? We have gotten the name, the department, and salary at the same time. Now we want to get the same result using Xlookup. So for Xlookup, you click on the cell, you say equal to Xlookup. You can double click on it. Then a bracket opens. Now it's asking you what is the lookup value. As usual, the lookup value is the staff ID here. Then you put a comma. Put a comma. Now, what is the lookup array? So the lookup array is from the staff ID column here, the entire column. You put a comma. Now the next argument is what is the return array? What do you want to get in return? What response do you want to get? We want to get the name, department, and salary. So we will select the entire column of the name, the department, and salary down and close the bracket. Press enter. Can you see? We've gotten the same result using Xlookup. Now we want to get the same result again using index plus match. So for index match, we say equal to index. We will use the index formula first. Double click on it. A bracket will be opened. What is our array? What is our array? Our array is this. Put a comma. We want to add the match function. Match. You can double click on it. A bracket will be opened. Then what are we looking up for? What is the lookup value? We are looking up this staff ID here. Put a comma. Then, what is the lookup array? Where are we going to look up this value from? We are looking up the value from this staff ID. Select it, put a comma. Then, exact match. So, we'll put 0. Okay. Then, we'll close the bracket. We'll put a comma. Put a 0. And close the brackets again and press enter. Can you see that we have gotten the same results again using index plus match function? Now, we want to get the same result again using filter function. Filter function. Alright, so let's go. So for filter function, you say equal to filter. You can double click on it. Then a bracket will be open. What is our array? Our array is the name, department, and salary. Put a comma. Put a comma. Then, filter calls this argument include. So it's asking us, what do we want to include in this filter function? So we will say, we want you to include the staff ID B2 to down to this place. Okay. Then, what do we want to use to filter this result? We say equal to the staff ID here. Equal to this. You close the bracket and press enter. Can you see how we have gotten the same result again using the filter function? Now, the last but not the least, we want to use the index plus X match to get the same result. So for index plus S match, we say equal to index. Double click on it. A bracket will be open. What is our array? Our array is the name, department, and salary. Put a comma. Then we'll now continue with X match. X match. Double click on it. Now, what are we looking up for? What is the lookup value? We are looking up for the staff ID. Put a comma. So what is the lookup array? The lookup array now becomes the staff ID column. Alright. Close the bracket. We'll say 0 and close bracket again and press enter. Can you see how I've gotten the same result again using index plus S match? So, when you keep asking me, teach us Xlookup, teach us Vlookup, it just tells me that these are the two key formulae that people have told you about that they are very, very effective. Yes, no doubt, they are effective. If you know them very well, your work will be sweet. But there are other formulae that can give you the same result. So don't just depend on Vlookup, Xlookup, Vlookup, Xlookup. Explore, get other formulae and get the same result. Let me know which of these formulae is faster for you, or which one do you prefer among these 5 formulae: the Vlookup, the Xlookup, the filter, the index plus match, and the index plus S match. Let me know in the comment section which formula do you prefer. I hope you've learned something new today. If yes, let me know in the comment section. Say, I've learned a new thing today. And if actually you have learned something new today, follow me for more new things tomorrow.